listen to this. Jesus said in the Bible, I think that's what he said. The path to heaven is not an easy journey. It's not. It's not an easy journey. It's a tough road. What that means is it's a lot easier for you to go down there than it is for you to go up there. Basically, what you have to do is, like, one of the tips you have to do is you have to resist temptation. You have to resist sin, and the way you can do that, you ask God to give you the strength to resist it. That's what prayer is for. You ever heard that old prayer? It's called, "The Lord is my shepherd; I shall fear no evil, even though I may walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I shall fear no evil."
Psalms 23.
You have nothing to be afraid of. Remember when David fought Goliath?
Psalms 23.
He believed in God, and he wasn't afraid of him. And the point is, he basically took a slingshot. Like what it was like a stick with a rope on, like, you know, with a thing tied to it. And he went like this, and he chucked it down. And since he believed, he had faith in God, it was God who took down. Because basically, David was a little person, and Goliath was a big, tall human. And the thing about that is that God was on his side. He didn't have to do anything. All he had to do was like. And then it wouldn't matter how small, it wouldn't matter how big or small the rock was. God made sure he died, because that's the power of God right there, isn't it? Like think about it. Think about it. If a guy was threatening me, saying, "Where's your God now?" And then I just, like, you know how it says, "Thou shalt not kill," right? But what if you have to defend yourself? Like, saying, if you think you're so tough, Christian, like, in the Old Testament, the Israelites were God's people, because originally, but then they sent Jesus to earth so that all people in the world could be forgiven for all their sins, and so they may have a chance to be up there in heaven. Because God loves us. He doesn't want all of us to go to hell, because he created all of us. That's the truth. Read the Bible. It's all written in there. I mean, all you gotta do is just, what you gotta do, you just gotta read the verses slowly. Read all, like, in the Old Testament, what it does, it shows you the introduction to the chapter, and it tells you what it's going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's like reading a storybook. All you gotta do is just pretend you're back in that time and envision the, basically basically, how I can explain it to you, you just gotta use your imagination. You know what imagination is? You gotta use your mind. I think that's how YouTube Poop originated. The first YouTube Poop was made in 2006. Look up YouTube. Just type in the first YouTube Poop video, the original YouTube Poop. And what it is, what it was is like basically how it worked was basically like a person recording a scene over and over again. Like you would have a person flying by, and then it keeps repeating and repeating and repeating, and then that became an internet joke, an internet meme. You know what I'm saying? Like the term abridged, it's like an internet thing too. It's like we're like, watch this thing called Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, like Sonic the Hedgehog OVA the movie, and then watch the abridged version.
Get up, I think come down. Get up.
The movie abridged, and that's basically like where people, like, you know, people make you know what a fan turn is, right? They basically reenact a show. Like, look this up. Watch this stuff called Dragon Ball DBZ abridged, and you'll get it. Basically, it's a bunch of internet people that go on YouTube, and they try to, you know, be voice actors, and they try to, you know, basically, like, you know how Dragon Ball Z English was made by Funimation. Basically, what Team 4 Star, like, just type in Dragon Ball Z abridged, Team 4 Star, and what they are. They're like people that do the DBZ abridged, and what they do, they work, like in the first episode, they work on their voice acting. Like, how do I explain? Like they're basically novice voice actors. Like, you know how, like, when a voice actor starts, you know how their voice,